Hi, this is Lucia, and I'm here with Rich Mansor from Zamman, an up-and-coming new ensemble here in San Diego. Rich, can you tell us, where do you see your band going as far as the dance community? Do you seek to benefit it in any way?
Well, I hope so. Again, it wasn't our intention to start as a belly dance band. We were, like I said earlier, originally a rock band, but it just so happened that we have certain elements that steered us into the direction of belly dance. So we started catching the attention of certain dancers, and then that led to other things like meeting more dancers. And now it's at the point where it seems like every girl I know is a dancer, and that's a good thing.
That's rough.
Yeah. So you start to see that, oh man, they're all friendly, but they're all like in competition with each other. So you have to be very careful. But in the grand scheme of things, as far as benefiting them personally and the community, be it here locally or wherever across the country, in some cases in other countries as well, like I answered earlier, it's the biggest complaint is that there's just a lack of, I would say, support and maybe just old-fashioned live music. And it would be basically our number one interest personally to me as a band would be to just kind of fill that hole in. There's a big gap. You go to a lot of these festivals or events, I won't mention names, you probably know some of them already, and I'm sure in fact you do. You hardly see any live music. Now, if you're a musician like myself, well, you can only see this dancer and that dancer, and then after about an hour it's like, okay, it's the same thing over and over on a big stage, and there's no music but that being played over, say, a relatively cheap sound system, and these are big events. So the first thing that pops in my mind is, well, where's the bands, But that'd be one thing I'd like to help change is to because the dancers want it and the people want it. So it would be nice if we can kind of help influence others to do the same as us. That way there's more of it, because...
Do you think of it as a win-win situation? In other words, everyone's going to benefit. Dancers, musicians, audience.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because if, let's say, what we're doing does do well, what'll happen is a lot of the groups that exist now that say have most of the gigs will kind of be forced to up the bar and raise their standard. And then when that happens, you create sort of a monopoly where venue promoters or venue owners and promoters and folks like that have to sort of say, wait a second, okay, we can't get away with paying $100 or $200 anymore for entertainment. They're forced to pay more money because that's all there's available. What kind of killed the market, unfortunately, like I said, when you have one guy that has a keyboard and just says, I'll do a whole show for you for free or for $100, that definitely took away from the dancer, because they don't like that, and quite frankly, hardly anybody likes that. So it's got to be where people actually, I kind of think I think somebody should start, I don't know who, but should maybe start a once a month meeting with all the dancers and all the musicians and really discuss how they can help change the market, because it's not going to be one person that changes anything. One person can certainly help wake people up. I'm not suggesting that's me, but...
Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
to put you on the spot, but...
No. Well, that's kind of what Zamman's purpose is to kind of wake people up. I don't think people were sleeping. I just think maybe people didn't know what to do. They kind of lost hope. And people have to make a living, so dancers, we're just kind of like biting the dust, like, okay, whatever, we gotta do what we gotta do. We'll dance to whatever music, just pay us $100. And I saw that a long time ago, but again, I think what really is gonna change things is off the bat, again, I think a combination of whatever musicians are out there, whatever dancers are out there, they really need to meet once in a while. I mean, really, really meet. And make it more about the whole scene as opposed to themselves, because what's happened is the people that might be considered successful now, I'm not going to again mention names, but you know who they are. they've kind of stolen the spotlight, and all the rivers have been flowing into them. And it's kind of now time for all these rivers to flow back into the people that have been supporting it all these years. And there's a lot to go around, and I just think some people are afraid to speak out loud about it because they feel like if they say the wrong thing, they might lose the support of some of the people they think they've been getting. And they haven't really been getting the support that they might think.
So can fans expect that August 18th show is going to be phenomenal?
Well, I can't promise that. It could be miserable. All I can promise is that we're going to do it. I'm sure.
With excellent dancers, excellent musicians.
Yeah, again, I'm one of those guys that I never promise anything that I don't know for sure because nobody, all I know is when I come to a show, when our band comes to a show, we always play live. We don't sample nothing. This is part of actually it's our mantra. We have it on our website. We don't sample nothing. We play everything live. It's all real instruments. So probably every Zamman show you come to, no two will be ever the same. That is one guarantee I can certainly give you is they will not all sound the same. So if you came to every Zamman show for the next year, they'll all have their own sort of flavor. That's one promise I can make. And if anything, that's probably the most phenomenal part about it. Can I promise you a perfect show? Absolutely not. We make a lot of mistakes. But they're probably mistakes most of the audience wouldn't know anyways. It's stuff that's internal, and it's those little imperfections that, again, give it that live feel.
Well, we as dancers really look forward to working with your band. Thank you.
Thank you.